There can be metrics in your business that analytics does not measure by default, like gender, psychographic data, for a customer that's in your CRM system, and a customer who's browsing your site while they are logged in, or different currencies like yen or rupees. And these things you won't really find in the reporting section, even if you create the custom report. Through custom dimensions and metrics, you can tell analytics to start measuring this. First, the campaign manager must set up the dimension, and then the developer can modify the tracking code. It has to be done in this precise order. And let's walk through the configuration steps to set up these custom dimensions. So in the left column, at the bottom, just select Admin. Then you want to make sure that you've selected the property that you'd like to work with. And then look at the middle column. You will see that property appear. And if you scroll down, you'll find your custom definitions. If you click on custom definitions, you've got the option to select custom dimensions, which is the first option. So we click on that, and then we're going to click on add custom dimension and just give it a name. So I'm giving it any fictitious name right now. And from the drop-down list under scope, we need to define the scope, which basically tells Google which type of visitor hit to associate with a custom dimension. So let's call it a session or a hit, for example, or a user or a product. I'm going to leave it on hit, and we need to set this on active. And as you click on create below, the dimension will become available immediately in your reports in the next screen. It gives you the code snippets here that you can pass on to the developer for implementation. And then, of course, once it's implemented, you can click on Done. Now, the next step is to set up custom metrics. So again, if you have to do this from start, we would click on Admin, and in the middle column, under Property, we're going to scroll down to Custom Definitions. And now we're going to select the second option, which is Custom Metrics. Now, if we scroll up, we're going to click on New Custom Metric, and we'll give the metric a name. So let's call it anything. And we're going to again specify a scope. So that could be a hit or it could be a product. Now we need to choose a formatting type. So whether that's integer, currency, or time. So let me select currency, for example. And you can specify if there are any minimum or maximum values. It should be specified here. And then we just need to click on active to make sure it'll be activated, and we'll click on create. At this point, it will also become available in our reports, and it'll produce a code snippet here that the developer can implement. And then, of course, we would click on Done. Remember that the final steps of the tracking code modification is where your developer should follow the Google Developer Guides. And that'll be the necessary step to enable the collection and the processing of the relevant data. Since we cover reporting also in the course, you'll be able to use the reporting feature also to access your new custom dimensions.